Hey guys, what is going on? This is Eric from OnlineBiz TV. Now, I don't know if you remember, but last year we created a video. I think it was 5 ways to make money online in 2020. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this year is finally over and it's now 2021. So we decided to create the newest and most improved version of this video, 5 ways to make money online in 2021. Let's jump into the video. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that subscribe button so you know whenever I release new videos, and also click that small bell button so you personally will get notified. If you have any questions about any of what I'm going to talk about in the following video, please make sure to comment in the comment section below. I promise we will answer, and we will answer directly to you from me, or Ruth, which is sitting over here, but you don't see her. All right, so let's get started. It's important to mention that all the methods that I'm going to describe and tell you about in this video require zero money or few dollars, nothing more than that. So no matter how broke you are right now, if you're a college student, if you got no money, you can still make this happen, but it's going to take some work and it's going to take some time. So let's start with the first method, which is create an online course. And I don't think that there is anyone out there that wouldn't like to learn anything from you, and it can be the dumbest thing you can think about. There is something you like, something you understand about, you just need to create a course about it. You don't have to have a studio with a bunch of cameramen and a script. You can just take your iPhone and use that to create your first course. Also, if you want to teach something that is related to your computer, you can use a Chrome extension called Loom that with a single click going to record whatever you're doing, including sound, camera, and screen share of your screen, and going to automatically give you a link to share with other people. Another thing, you don't have to drive people to your course. I would suggest to go with existing marketplaces for online courses like Udemy and Coursera that get tons of traffic every day for people who are searching to learn. Don't believe me? Let me show you some examples and let's jump into my screen. I'm in the Udemy website, as you can see here. Just to give you an example, I'm going to use the SimilarWeb Chrome extension just to see how many people are using this platform every day. Look. Monthly visits, over 100 million visitors that are coming here to learn and teach. 100 million people worldwide, okay? You want your course to be here. Let's say that the only thing you know how to do in your life, the only thing you understand in is Pokemon. Let's just type here Pokemon, and you can see that there are a few courses here for 55 shekels, which is $20, courses in $200 that have a bunch of reviews. You can see exactly how many hours, how many minutes the entire course is. It can be as dumb as you'd like. Let's give you another example. Let's say that you only know how to play guitar. So you can go with guitar, and it can be basic guitar lessons. It can be advanced guitar lessons, completely up to you. It doesn't have to be high quality as you think people would like to learn. And you know what? Let's take it to the next level. Let's say that you're not from the US and you don't speak English. I'm gonna write here guitar in Hebrew just to give you some examples of what you can do. So guitars in Hebrew is gitara, and this is what it's going to come up with. Even in Hebrew, I can find some courses and people paid for it. I can see 26 reviews, and I'm guessing that if there are 26 reviews, at least 100 people bought this course for $20. You can really go as niche down as you'd like. As long as you have something that you think is pretty unique, people might be interested in learning. It can be makeup, it can be cards, it can be whatever you like. Just create a course about it. And the only thing you have to do is actually click the Teach on Udemy button, create a course. They have a whole platform to go lesson by lesson. You can add videos, you can add text. So build the course, film it, upload it in here, and then sit back and relax. Now, this is one of the easiest things you can do. It requires zero money. It's important to mention that Udemy do take, I think, anywhere between 25 to 50% cut on the courses, depends on what you're doing. But still, this is a great opportunity for you to get started with. Jumping back to the broke student analogy, if you're a student, you're learning something, just make a course out of it, and you can cover all of your student loans as you go with the course. But you need to figure out the time to, actually create the course, which takes some time and effort, but after that, you just sit back and relax. This is why I love this method. Moving on to method number 2, to become a freelancer or build an agency around a topic you understand in, okay? So just think of something you learned how to do until today. It can be anything from Photoshop, design, marketing, I don't know, writing. Think of something you love doing and that you're good at, and then go to one of the biggest platforms out there to find freelancer and just open an account and start getting freelance works every here and there. It can be a great source of extra income. You just need to come up with something you're good at. Let's just jump into the screen and I'll show you some examples of people that are doing it on a daily basis, and there are plenty of opportunities there. So the two main platforms I'd suggest going with are either Upwork or Fiverr. So Upwork is more like a long-term job contracts types of things. I'm just gonna type in like subject here. Let's just do design, for example, and you're going to be able to find a bunch of freelancers from all over the world. I can tell you, as someone who hire a lot of people from these platforms, some companies will search for the cheapest talent possible, usually from third world countries. Some will look for the best quality candidates from usually Eastern countries. But yeah, there's everything out of everything here. So I just wrote design, and you can see that the first suggestions are people who are taking $78 an hour and over $400,000 just using the platform. And you can see if you start scrolling down, you're going to see a lot of stuff. And this is just design. I don't know, you can search for video editing, you can search for anything pretty much that you can do online, and some things even offline, but most of it is online. You can find a lot of talent over here. So what you'd like to do is just open an account as a freelancer, write whatever it is that you're doing, okay? And you want to optimize your profile, show a bunch of works you've had, like optimize your portfolio. Probably for the first few jobs, you would like to have a cheaper rate just so you can start getting some work and it's going to be easier for people to hire you. And then just make sure to optimize the reviews and try to get as many reviews as possible on your profile, so it's going to rank higher for specific keywords inside the platforms, and then you're going to get more work and more success. And it's important to provide a high quality job, otherwise no one is going to hire you, just like in the real world. So Upwork is one option, Fiverr is the second option. The thing about Fiverr is that it focused more on one-time gigs or jobs, people that are expert at one thing and they fully optimize it and fully understand the needs of their customers when it comes to that specific gig. So it can be anything. If we go over design, let's try to aim for something more specific. Let's say business card design. And you see this is one of the first options here because again, it's pretty niche down here. So you can see that there are people that specializes in creating business cards for like $15, $10, and you see that they have over 1,000 reviews. So just imagine the amount of work that is in here. So again, you can just open a business account in Fiverr, come up with things that you know how to do, specifically these things. And let's say that you just know how to remove background in Photoshop. That's more than enough to start a profile on Fiverr. And from there, you can expand to do whatever you want. But again, these gigs can really help you generate some extra income from the side. It's important to mention that both Fiverr and Upwork will take a cut from whatever it is that you are making as a freelancer, but the initial investment is $0. You don't have to pay them anything to be a freelancer on their platform. Another word about Upwork, if you're not sure, and Fiverr, by the way, if you're not sure about how many opportunities out there, let me just show you the amount of traffic they're getting each month. So with Upwork, it's about 33 million people on a monthly basis visiting Upwork, either selling or buying freelance jobs. And with Fiverr, the number is about 60 million. So again, there's plenty of traffic, plenty of people coming to these places trying to find freelance works, and you can be one of them and generate some extra income. Moving on to the third method, which is create and generate content. Now, it comes with a lot of hard work, but it's going to be worth your time in the long run. And when I say create content, it can be either a blog, it can be either on different social media, it can be on YouTube, wherever you want. Just make sure you pick a topic, and no matter how random and how fucked up it is, just pick something you like. If you like it, other people will like it too, okay? Just generate content around this area, create a channel, create a social media profile around it, start generating content, and people will slowly but steady starting following you and your journey around this topic. And after a long while, you can start monetizing it to generate extra money. One way to monetize it would be AdSense, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and we're actually going to show you our results from AdSense since we started. Another option would be generating some commission or just doing some commercials and promoting other products that other company will send to you. And you can do other things like affiliate program and affiliate commissions, promoting other people's products. These are all things you can do. So let me just show you an example. If we head over to YouTube, this is our YouTube channel that we grew in the past, I think, year. Right now we have a little over 1,000 subscribers, and we talk mostly about Shopify and how to build e-commerce stores and stuff like that around this topic. But let's say that you know nothing about Shopify and you know nothing about e-commerce. Let's head over to YouTube and type in the most random thing that I have in my mind. Let's just type in Barbies. And then let's just say that I want to create only search channels here. You can can still see channels about Barbies with millions and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And these people can make a lot of money just from Barbies. And again, this is just a random topic that came to my mind. Now, if I head over to AdSense, basically once you reach 1,000 subscribers, YouTube is going to allow you to create an AdSense account, which basically allows you to monetize your videos. They are going to advertise before and during the videos, and you're going to get some commission whenever someone clicks the ads or just being redirected to another website. So we just opened an AdSense account, I think like 2 months ago. It wasn't long ago. Once we got to 1,000 subscribers, we already generated about 912 shekels, which is about $300. Not too bad, again, just assuming that we're putting content out there and we only have 1,000 subscribers. So again, you need to look at it in the long run, but there are plenty of ways to monetize your traffic once you have it. So just create content about a topic you love and you're never going to regret it because you love this content either way. So this is it for this type of method. Just generate content and monetize it in the long run. Moving on to the next method, which is selling digital products. You probably ask yourself, what do you mean by that? Let me tell you, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to touch a few options, but basically there is a way for you to sell things that are not physical products. There are a few ways you can go about it. Our channel specifically, most of the time talks about developing software. So this is great if you're a developer and you know how to do that. So you can develop your own small software and start selling it out there in the world. Assuming that most of you are not developers, let's talk about things that everyone can do, even if you're not a developer or don't have a specific set of amazing skill doing something that takes a long time to learn. What we recommend you do is just start generating content in the type of images, videos, printable, and sell them on websites like Shutterstock and other stock photos websites. If you don't know these websites, these are websites that are huge for stock photos, and every business online that wants to use images and get the rights to use them, go to these websites and buy packages for X amount of images or X amount of videos, and then they can use it in their ads, they can use it in their website, and they have to pay for it. So you as a user can open an account as a seller there and start uploading your content there. And whenever someone is downloading your image or video through their website, you get a small cut of it. I think it's anywhere between 15 to 50%. Now you can make a lot of money from it because these websites are getting a lot of traffic. Now let me show you an example. Let's head over to Shutterstock right here. Starting with the traffic test, you can see that Shutterstock are getting 80 million visits a month out of people that are looking to download images and pay for them and videos. And then what you can do is just grab your camera, grab your phone or grab your video camera and just film whatever you like. And it can be as random as you'd like. Let's continue with Barbies. As you can see, plenty of results here. So if you're into Barbies, again, you can just film it. You can just take some pictures, upload it here. And whenever someone wants to use a Barbie image, is going to go over to Shutterstock, pay for your image, and you're going to get part of that. And moving on to the final method, and this is a new one. Last year, we didn't have this method on the video, which is domain flipping. Now, if you don't know what domains are actually the domain name, the word in the URL that you usually type in order to get to a specific website, like facebook.com. Facebook.com is the domain. Google.com is the domain. So you can buy these domains. It's kind of like real estate, just without having to pay mortgage for it most of the time. So you can head over to websites like GoDaddy, Namecheap, and find domains that are available, purchase them as low as $1 for a year, and then you can find buyers to these domains and sell it to them at a higher price. Just to let you know, the most expensive domain ever was purchased this year, voice.com, for $30 million. That's right. And someone back in the day bought it for like $1 a year. So just so you know, this is how cheap it can get. You just have to maintain your rights for domains once you purchase it. I think it's $10 a year or $8 a year, depends on the platform you're using. And let's say that you buy it on GoDaddy, you can actually use GoDaddy to list your domain for sale in like 10 or 20 different platforms out there. Let's just jump into GoDaddy and I'll show you some of the ways of how it looks like. So this is GoDaddy. These platforms allow you to register domains if they're available or buy domains that are not available from other people who own the domain. There's no way it's going to be available. Let's say Barbies. Again, I love this example. So yeah, barbies.com is actually available and someone is selling it for a little over $10,000. Just so you know, and this is really not that of expensive domain for this type of domain. And then GoDaddy is going to offer me some other options. Now, before jumping into, and you can see there are a lot of extensions, .io, .ltd, .tv, .tech, etc. I do recommend doing a lot of research before starting buying domains, and there are a lot of ways to do that. First of all, let's take Barbies, for example. By the way, if the domain is random and is available, let's say Barbies for sale. As you can see, this one is available for $3 a month for the first year, and after that it's going to be probably like $10. And then you can use other tools like GoDaddy appraisal tool that's going to help you kind of simulate how much this domain is worth. So let's go for Barbies for sale, and I'm going to type it here. Probably it's not worth a lot according to their appraisal tool. They're going to run some algorithm in the background to try to estimate how much it's worth. I don't think this domain worth $966 US, but there are other tools you can use as well. Again, if you get into this niche and this idea, I recommend doing the proper research. You can also use other tools like NameBio to find different domains that are related to your niche. I just want to show you some example of something that you might, let's say Barbies, and that's going to show me the history related to this keyword when it comes to domain purchases. Now this one, we can see barbies.org was sold back in 2017 for $1,000. Now let's find a more, let's say dog, for example. All right, dog is a huge word. Okay, and as you can see, if I search for dog and I set the sorting to show by price, I can see that hotdog.com was sold in $150,000 in 2015. And if I want to set it by date, so I can see the latest one that were sold, you can see that only yesterday, the doggies sold for $284, doggy whatever sold for almost $200, and you can see that these sales are happening on a daily basis. Yeah, this is definitely an awesome niche to get into. And yeah, just to show you that we believe in this method, if I'll show you, for example, check out Upsell, which is a domain that we own. We now sell it for about $3,000. So yeah, this is definitely a niche to explore and get into if you're in it. And again, if we go through the traffic test, you can see that GoDaddy gets 55 million visitors a month of people that are looking to buy and sell domains. This is another option we suggest you explore. Okay guys, this is it. We are done. Here is 5 awesome ways to generate income in 2021. Now 2020 is over and it's time you get your shit together and start making some money online. If you have any questions, if you have any other suggestions, if you want us to expand on any of the 5 different methods that we showed you in this video, write it down in the comment section below. I promise we will do whatever you ask us. Just write it down, subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.